Hello everyone, I am Crawlers and a few days ago I uploaded a video of some test footage of the proposed Battlefield 4 visual recoil fix which DICE is applying to CTE right now, only CTE servers. And the stationary reticle aside, I also put forth a theory on how they did it. Now, of course, I was just spitballing here. I didn't really know what they would actually do, and I had no way of knowing which way of 1,000 ways they would go. But it feels like, however improbable, I got it at least half right. And in the background is some footage proof of what I mean. Now, I'm going to link to that video at the back of this one, so I'm not going to repeat myself here again. But basically I said that what DICE did was move the theoretical aiming reticle in 3D space outward away from the player, so it would seem like it moves much less with recoil. It has since occurred to me though that I was half right. They did move it, but actually I think it's better to say that they completely removed it from the gun. Now, for whatever reason, be it ease of use or just the peculiarities of the Frostbite engine, DICE seem to have hardwired all the gun's recoil animations, their visual recoil, at the very beginning of the game. So, now it would be next to impossible to modify each and every one of them, especially with the myriad of scopes each gun has. So, apparently DICE LA proposed a much easier solution. Keep the visual animations the same, as they couldn't change all of them if they tried, and instead make the reticle, the hollow side, the RDS, what have you, stay in one place as the gun bounces up and down around it. You see, in most other FPS games, what you have is basically a same recoil of the gun that works different visually. It looks different. And it does that because in those games, the gun sights and the scopes bounce up on recoil, moving the screen the same amount upwards as the scope, because they are attached to one another. But in Battlefield 4, the screen stays stationary and the gun sights and the scopes bounce up around every which way, together with the scope crosshairs and the reticle, and you are just trying to keep up. So I made this commentary a few days back on the benefits of this and the new visual recoil, but today I am bringing you a comparison of the two visual recoil systems, as you can see in the background. The first footage I filmed was in a vanilla Battlefield 4 server. I just equipped an LMG with a bipod and an RDS sight, planted it down on the ground, looked up as much as I could, and let it rip. And as you can see from the footage, sorry if it isn't very visible, I know a hollow sight would have looked much better, but I don't have it unlocked for this particular MG. So, as you can see, the actual reticle in the game world, is actually located somewhere above the midsection of the barrel and not in the actual sight housing. Again, this is because in the actual game world, things aren't always what they seem. That's why they call it visual recoil and not actual recoil, for example. Because in the game world, the actual bullets you fire actually come out of your head and not your gun. So The gun's recoil is only visual and it's there only for show. So now I'm going to show you what this same visual recoil looks like in CTE with the exact same LMG setup, um, same attachment, same everything. I plop it down on the ground, set up the bipod, look up as much as I could, and let it rip. Now, after a while of shooting and the recoil pushing the gun into the ground, you can see the difference if you check out the video in full screen. The difference is that now you can't see the red dot on as well as you could on the vanilla build. So it has been moved. It's not there anymore. But I think what just occurred to me was that it wasn't moved. It was completely removed. The idea came to me when I saw them mention the crosshairs some people draw in the middle of the screen with a marker on the CTE forums, and then the obviousness of it hit me. They are superimposing the crosshairs and the reticle on your screen, which always stays stationary, as opposed to the 3D gun model in the game world, which bounces around so that the reticle stays centered on the same spot your actual bullets fly out of, namely your character's head. Now the problem with this is that it looks quite weird and obviously not anywhere near realistic, so it will take some time getting used to, but maybe make a few things a bit easier and more predictable. But honestly, the weirdness of it is just too much for me to handle. So thanks for watching. Please rate and share this video as it helps my channel grow. Check out my other videos at the end of this one. And remember, in Soviet Russia, YouTube subscribes you.